I'm going to take a swing right here, and I want you to kind of just tell me what the first thing that pops up in your mind is. And I'll tell you kind of what most players would tell me. So I over exaggerated that a little bit, but as you can see, most players would tell me that this is, hey, I got out on my lead foot. I got out in front, I got on my lead foot. Well, here's the deal. The problem is in a lot of baseball instruction, a lot of baseball verbiage, it's not very clearly defined. It's not very clearly indicated. So what I'm going to show you today is a very, very simple thing. Just by understanding this, you'll never be out in front again on purpose. Literally, if you execute what I'm showing you here, it's literally impossible to get on your lead foot and get out in front. Now, I'm not saying you can't hit a pitch early, which is a completely different thing. If I hit the pitch way out in front, I can do that, but you'll never with your body be out in front again if you follow this one simple thing. Now, if you notice the swing I took in the very beginning of the video, and you'll probably get this right away, but I want you to make sure you stick with me for this lesson because it's going to be really important, and we're going to actually have two pieces to this. So when I swung this first one, my spine tilted way forward. So I am actually on top of my lead foot. I'm putting all my weight on my lead foot. This is why players probably think this. They think they're out in front. Now, if you look at my spine angle being tilted forward, the one trick is this simple, guys. Keep a good spine angle. This is very, very rarely talked about in baseball instruction, and it should be a staple in baseball instruction, where our spine needs to be very, very monitored in our swing. What we want to have our spine, as we talk about in the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system, and this controls a lot of things, but we're going to talk about it controls our weight and not being out in front today, is we want our spine either straight up and down or tilted slightly away from the pitcher. This is going to set up so many things. Now, if my spine always stays straight up and down or slightly tilted away from the pitcher, it is not possible for me to get on top of my lead foot because this is no longer tilted away from the pitcher or straight up and down. So it's literally that simple, guys. If you keep your spine angle in your swing, it is literally impossible to get on your lead foot. So what I'm going to have you do to drill this is first and foremost, be aware of the spine angle. Be aware of where it is in the swing. There are some really good apps out there now that'll actually show you your skeleton. So the one we use when we're teaching our online students is called OnForm. It has a beautiful feature on it that puts the skeleton feature on you, and it'll show you exactly where your spine is. But if you don't have that, you can just simply look at where your shirt buttons and your belt buckle are, and you can think about where your shirt buttons are being the top of your spine, your belt buckle being the bottom of your spine. As long as your belt buckle's under or just in front of your shirt buttons, we know our spine angle is going to be good. So what we're going to do, we're aware of our spine angle. Now that we are here, we're going to make a swing, staying aware of our spine angle, and we're going to hold our finish. Where we should finish is with our spine angle, again, either straight up and down or tilted slightly back. So all you're going to do is be aware of your spine angle, hold your finish, and again, check your spine angle. And then especially when you're hitting batting practice, make sure you're making sure the top of your spine stays behind the bottom of your spine so that you can keep this. And again, you'll never get out in front again. Now, the second piece to this, everything in motion seeks 90 degrees to its axis when it maximizes its speed. So our spine is our axis. That means that bat is going to seek 90 degrees to the spine, meaning we have to understand how to get into the right transition position, because not only will we be able to control our spine, control our weight, control our speed, we're going to be able to get more speed by understanding how to get this bat in line with our spine earlier in the swing so that we have more time to speed it up. Now, I'm going to play you an all-access lesson, a preview of that lesson at the end of this video that's going to show you exactly how to do that. You can see that whole lesson by clicking on the iCard that pops up in the preview or in the link in the description below, and it'll show you how to take advantage of that bat seeking 90 degrees to a perfect spine angle. So let's pair up that transition with a good spine angle, and we'll see you here in that lesson. If you want to hit great, you have to get into the proper bat lag position. Why is the reason we want this is because it allows us to maximize our bat speed. So our bat cannot get to its highest speed until it gets 90 degrees to our spine. So if my spine is straight up and down, when this bat gets 90 degrees to my spine, that's when it can reach its maximum velocity. Everything in motion is going to seek 90 degrees to its axis when it maximizes its speed. Well, we need to somewhere in this area soon enough we can now get into the proper bat lag position to release the bat. An improper bat lag position would be above the most common mistake, where the bat gets up too high, then it tries to get into the position, and by that time it's just too late. So how do we train this position? Well, I've got a beautiful drill that's going to show you exactly how to start getting into this transition position, and it's going to be just as simple as understanding the extension of the bat.